Hi, I'm Tanya Peluso, and welcome to another Truth Telling Tuesday. Today's topic is your business and what might be holding you back from getting to that next level of success. I don't talk so much about business in these videos, but I think that I have seen so much, and I'm just so in this energy right now of what is holding people back from really having a successful business. And I think it comes down to one main thing, and that is visibility. I am seeing so many people these days that are so scared of putting themselves out there. And why is that? Because they don't think that they're credible. They don't think that they have what it takes to put themselves out there. They're afraid of being rejected. They are afraid of fully giving their gift to the world, because most of the people who I think are in this community, you are probably a coach or a healer or someone who has some kind of conscious business, and your business is so connected to your heart. It's your dharma. It's your purpose, right? It's why you were brought here, and it's a very special gift. And so because what you do is so connected to your heart, to really have yourself be visible means exposing and being very vulnerable in that space. And so what does that mean? It means that you really have a hard time with the no, with the rejection, right? It might actually really set you back if what is so true to your heart is not fully received. Am I right? I know this because this has been one of the biggest blocks for myself of why I have held back from being fully visible in my full self-expression. And I have had leaps and bounds in the past year of really having myself come out and just feel really comfortable in my offering, in my gift that I'm giving to the world. And so what I've realized is with this visibility piece, once we start to become visible, our businesses skyrocket. Because face it, what's one of the biggest things that's holding you back is you don't have enough clients. Right? In order to make money in your business, you have to have sales, which means you have to enroll people in working with you if you're a coach or in buying your product. But if it's not out there in the marketplace enough, you're going to struggle in making the sales, right? So what's really interesting about this is I realize that this is like my gift, is I've had an extensive sales background, and I've had extensive experience in becoming visible using live events. And so that's what I really want to offer you today as a solution to this visibility problem, is putting on your own live events. Whether that's local in your community or putting on a large event where people are flying into. But whatever that is really looking at putting this into your business model. And you might have been thinking about it already, or you might not have. But it's definitely an option that I think is really, really powerful and has had me basically create an international tribe, right? Because I use the live event model. So I just want to talk a little bit about this and see if perhaps this is resonating with you. What I have found in the 3 years that I've been doing Tribal Truth, and then beyond that, like before that, I did live events. I did fundraisers for my nonprofit and raised, tens of thousands of dollars. And what I found is that this was the fastest way for me to gain credibility, and this was the fastest way for me to gain clients, because when people are in the room, eye to eye, heart to heart with me, they could connect with me in a much deeper way than if they met me on a call or they met me, over the internet. Because there's something that happens energetically when we're in the same room with someone. And so we can instantly create that trust, like, and know factor. And when people know you and they like you and they trust you, they want to do business with you. And so the fastest way is by having people in a room, multiple people in a room, right? Because when you have multiple people in a room, then you have their collective energy, and there's much more value that's being added because there's this heightened sense of value from the social proof of all these other people there all going through an experience with you. Fastest way to gain credibility and to gain clients if you know how to make an offer, right? If you just have a social gathering but you don't actually offer something, then you're not going to make any sales off of it. But there's an art to actually having that offer during your live event in a very tasteful way that's not too salesy, which I have learned over the years of how to do. The other thing about live events is it's such an amazing way to build your tribe, to build your list. And what that means is that if you're wanting to get more clients or you're wanting to make a larger difference in the world, you can use this leverage model. You don't have to have the one-on-one conversations that can be so exhausting sometimes. That's why I just chosen in the past not to do one-on-one hourly work, because I can have so much more impact when I'm reaching a larger audience, when I'm in front of a larger group. But what holds people back from doing the live event is they're like, I just don't know how. I don't know how to do the logistics. I don't know how to hold space. I've never group facilitated, right? I don't know how to make the offer. There's a lot of fear that can come up around how do I actually do this live event. And the number one thing is what if no one shows up? So a lot of people hold themselves back from this way of expressing yourself and your gift in the world because so afraid of no one showing up. And what I found is whether there's 1 or 2 people or 100 people show up, it still can be really, really effective. And so that's what I'm offering today, is an opportunity to work with me as a mentor in creating your own live event and taking you through the whole process of the logistics, of planning it, of the branding of it, to the actual, how do you actually create the content for it and the offer so that it can be a really amazing leverage business model for you to take your business to the next level. Now, like I said, I don't do a lot of one-on-one work, so I'm actually limiting this, and I've created a special program for just a few select people who really, this is really what you want to do for your next step, and you're really ready for it, right? You're willing to take that next step of making yourself more visible and more credible in your community. So if this is something you're interested in, you could apply for this. And basically what that looks like is sending me an email at info@tribal-truth.com, and we'll set up a call to see if this is a good match and to really look at, is this really your next step? Because it takes something. It takes something to put on a live event, but the rewards are immense. And it has had me grow an international following, international organization, right? It's had me have tremendous credibility where I can barely do any work and have 90 people show up the other week at Honoring the Masculine, right? And I just invited some people on Facebook and I really didn't do any marketing because I've done the work already. I've used this live event model that now it's super easy for me to get people in a room because people like and trust and know me from the work that I've been doing. So it pays off. It's huge. So if this is for you, I want to talk to you and I want to see if this is something that I can help you with personally, because this is really my gift. I have realized that this is something special that I know how to do, and I really want to empower the leadership and other people who want to use this for their business. That's a way that I can make more impact, is by really empowering the leadership and others to create leverage business models, to go out there and have more impact. And that's really what I'm looking to do in my own impact in the world. So if this is for you, awesome. I'm really excited to talk to you. Email me and we'll talk soon. Otherwise, I'll see you next week.